Baylen Dupree calls out fans who mock her Tourette syndrome. My tics are not punchlines. Baylen Dupree called out people mocking her Tourette syndrome by imitating her tics on social media. Dupree emphasized that her tics are not punchlines and addressed criticism about her TLC show Baylen Out Loud. Diagnosed in 2020, Dupree uses her platform to raise awareness about Tourette syndrome and its varying manifestations. Baylen Dupree is not tolerating those who make fun of her Tourette syndrome. On Saturday, March 14th, the TikToker and reality star, 23, posted a video calling out people who have mocked her disorder by deliberately imitating her tics. "I have a feeling this is gonna piss a lot of people off," she began. "I was watching a video the other day, and it was of this girl going around her pharmacy saying my tics. And if you didn't know, that's called mocking somebody with a disability. Just in case you didn't know, because I know a lot of people don't know. I give a lot of people a lot of grace," she continued. However, when it comes to those types of things, my tics are not punchlines. They're not sayings. They're not phrases. They're tics. In the comments section, Dupree doubled down on a follower who claimed that her reality show, Baylen Out Loud, initiated the mockery among viewers. "Unfortunately, the way TLC set up the show, they are your punchlines," the user wrote, to which she replied, "I'm not a punchline. You're just choosing to laugh at a disability." Other fans of Dupree defended the social media star after she received numerous comments from those who argued that she should be flattered by the imitations or that they enjoy repeating her tics because they're catchy. "People, just because you think something is okay doesn't mean it doesn't make someone else uncomfortable," one person wrote. "You can intend something to be innocent and still be offensive." She spoke her feelings. She set her boundary. Accept it and move on. "Thanks for sticking up for yourself, and to all those who have Tourette syndrome, a disability or illness doesn't define the person," one follower said, while another user commented, "You're raising so much awareness, it can't be easy. Keep on keeping on." Tourette syndrome is a neurodevelopmental disorder characterized by rapid, repetitive, and involuntary muscle movements or sounds, tics, according to the Mayo Clinic. The tics typically begin to manifest between the ages of 2 and 15, and males are 3 to 4 times more likely to develop the disorder than females. Tics can range from mild to severe, and in some cases, they can be debilitating, according to the Tourette Association of America. The frequency and severity of tics also change regularly and can be in response to factors like stress, anxiety, excitement, fatigue, illness, and more. 1 out of every 160 children between the ages of 5 to 17 in the United States is diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Dupree was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome in 2020 and decided to use her platform to raise awareness and shut down misconceptions about the disorder. She has accumulated more than 12 million followers on TikTok and 2 million followers on Instagram, which led to her TLC show Baylen Out Loud last year. When she took her story to TV, Dupree told people she hoped it would help her educate even more people about the reality of Tourette syndrome, including the fact that Tourette manifests differently in every case. Her specific tics are not a universal symptom of the disorder. "When you've met one person with Tourette, you've only met one person with Tourette," she said before the series premiere in January 2025. "I feel like people need to know that it's on a spectrum from mild to severe, and that's how it should be looked at." Read the original article on People. Baylen Dupree sends bold message about BAFTA racial slur by Tourette syndrome advocate. Key points. John Davidson involuntarily yelled a racial slur at the BAFTA Awards due to Tourette syndrome. Baylen Dupree explained tics are neurological impulses, not beliefs or intentional words. Dupree urged compassion while recognizing the harm caused, saying, "Education matters" on Tourette syndrome. Baylen Out Loud star Baylen Dupree just sent a bold message in response to the BAFTA racial slur incident involving Tourette syndrome advocate John Davidson. On February 22nd, the BAFTA Film Awards were held in London. Davidson attended to promote the biopic I Swear, which is based on his Tourette syndrome journey. As Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo presented the award for Best Visual Effects, Davidson yelled the N-word, an involuntary vocal tic that is a symptom of Tourette syndrome. The BAFTA host has since apologized to Jordan and Lindo and for airing the racial slur. Additionally, The BBC edited out the slur from iPlayer. On Monday, February 24th, Dupree, who also has Tourette syndrome and is an advocate on TikTok and through her TLC show, took to Instagram to share her thoughts on the BAFTA incident. "I need to speak on this as someone who lives with Tourette's," Dupree began her update. "When you live with this disorder, you lose control of your own voice sometimes. And that is a terrifying thing." The reality TV star continued. "Tics are not thoughts. They are not opinions. They are not secret beliefs hiding underneath the surface," she continued. "They are involuntary neurological impulses, like a sneeze or hiccup, except sometimes they attach themselves to words that carry weight, history, and pain." Dupree also asked her fans to think about how heartbreaking it is to say something you don't mean. "People think if a slur comes out, it must reflect what's in your heart," she explained. But Tourette's doesn't pull from hatred, it often pulls from anxiety, from fear, from the very thing you're most scared of saying. The brain misfires on what feels charged or taboo. At the same time, Dupree acknowledged the hurt the N-word causes. "Words matter. History matters. Pain matters," she pointed out. But so does neurological reality. There is a difference between intent and impulse. "Living with Tourette's means constantly apologizing for something you didn't choose," she added. "It means living with the fear that one moment could define you forever," she went on. "It means knowing that no matter how kind you are, no matter what you believe, one tic could make the world decide who you are." To conclude her thoughts on the BAFTA slur incident, Dupree shared, "You can hold space for the harm of a word while also holding space for the reality of a disorder. Compassion doesn't cancel accountability, but education matters. Please understand this. When someone with Tourette says something offensive as a tic, it is not coming from their heart. It's coming from a brain that sometimes doesn't give them a choice." Baylen Dupree's siblings open up about how her Tourette syndrome has put a strain on relationship with their parents. Baylen Dupree is the second eldest child of 5 siblings: Burke, Sammy, Sven, Vic, and Beckner. Baylen Dupree's brothers and sister are opening up about their childhood. In the first episode of TLC's newest series Baylen Out Loud, the 22-year-old content creator's siblings shed light on growing up alongside their sister, who rose to fame documenting her life with Tourette syndrome on social media. Baylen is the second eldest of Julie and Alan Dupree's 5 kids: Burke, 23, Sammy, 19, Sven, 16, Vic, 13, and Beckner, 10. All of her siblings, along with her parents, appear throughout the 8 episodes of the show that premiered on Monday, January 13th. The first episode gives viewers an intimate look inside Baylen's day-to-day as she navigates the challenges of becoming an independent adult with her loving family by her side. While supportive, her brothers and sisters opened up about their respective challenges growing up. Baylen's sister Sammy and her 3 brothers gathered in their living room at their home in West Virginia to talk about their own relationship with their parents, who dedicate a lot of time helping Baylen manage her tics as she strives to achieve her goal of living on her own in the future. "I think it put a little bit of a strain, honestly, on our relationships with Mom and Dad," Sammy told her brothers in the episode. "The doctor's appointments, all the, I can't go there because I don't want your sister to be left at home alone, or I don't want, you know what I mean?" She added, "I think it definitely had a little bit of a strain on all of us with Mom and Dad." Sven, the 4th-born Dupree child, said that he felt left out a little bit when Julie would go on doctor's appointments with Bay. Beckner, the youngest of the Dupree kids, added, "Yeah, we even have to give up going out for birthdays because of Baylen's condition." Sammy was sure to make clear, "I absolutely love Baylen with all my heart," though admitted that it could be difficult at times. "On one hand, we do take the backseat sometimes when her tics are really bad, but on the other hand, we love her and would do anything for her and support her." During the episode, Beckner was celebrating his birthday and expressed interest in going to the restaurant Harper's Ferry. Known for its fun environment filled with tableside games like a massive set of Jenga and ping pong, the Duprees were hesitant due to Baylen's past experience. The last time Baylen was at Harper's Ferry, she didn't have a positive experience because some people were making fun of her, made her feel uncomfortable, made her upset, Alan said in a confessional. "It's difficult to get Baylen to go back to the same place after she's kind of had a bad experience, or she thinks in her mind that's going to be the same every time," he adds. Ultimately, the family decides to go to the restaurant. Despite being nervous, Baylen wanted to go to celebrate her youngest brother. Prior people haven't been the nicest to me because of my tics, so I'm a little anxious, she said prior to going, admitting that she was just hoping to get through the whole thing. When they were at the restaurant, Baylen expressed her nerves but was all in on being there for her brother's special day. Even though I'm freaking out a little baby weenie, I'm not going to let this interfere with Beckner's birthday, she said. Baylen Out Loud airs Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC.